Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday, July 23rd, and this is episode 11 of Franco's World. I'm the host. I'm Franklin. I'm Franco. I'm the guy. Thank you very much for listening, wherever you may be listening, however you may be listening. And, buddy, if I told you how good I felt, you wouldn't even believe me. I got a great show planned for you today. I'm so excited. It's going to be fantastic. The questions of today's show were on the topic of pet peeves. Most of my act is about complaining about people's or human interaction, complaining about people's, I don't know, weird, quirky things that people do. I complain about it. That's kind of my thing. But the second section of today's show is going to also be about would you rathers. I have a couple of would you rathers. They're going to be one sided. I have no one to argue against, but if you don't like my opinion on something, feel free to message me and we can debate more about it. I'd love to do that. Remember to follow me on Instagram at francosworld_ and on Twitter at the same name. I changed it. fmiller17 is gone. No more. Kaput. Dunzo. See you later. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's block of entertainment as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. And thank you very much for listening. All right. I'll see you in a second. All right. I'm excited to get into today's topic of pet peeves. Remember to tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, tell your students, maybe you're a teacher, tell your students. Tell anybody ever about the show so we can help it grow. It's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, YouTube. I'm everywhere. My face is all over the place. Okay, so the first pet peeve, question, or statement, a lot of statements in this, but this is a question. Comes to us from IM, who asks, biggest sports pet peeve, biggest sporting pet peeve. Well, some of my bigger sports pet peeves are people who say we when they have no affiliation with said team or organization. Now, I actually got harped on the other day because there's a fellow mountaineer in the office, fellow West Virginia alum in the office, and I kept saying, yeah, West Virginia plays. West Virginia, but he's like, you can say we. You graduated from there. You can say we. So I might start saying we about West Virginia. But if I'm talking about the Miami Dolphins, I'm never going to say, oh, yeah, we went down and we scored. Like, no. Like, the Miami Dolphins scored. Kenyon Drake scored. That is a pet peeve of mine. It's really weird. You're going to get to find these weird intricacies about my life with this episode, I think. Another sports pet peeve. People who are, I like to be negative as a joke, but when I'm the type of guy to hold out optimism for a team until, like, it's statistically unlikely or it's just, like, you can just tell, like, you're not going to win. Like, I'm never going to be, like, okay, since we're talking about sports, like West Virginia football this year, like someone had the bright idea to think like we could win like 7 games this year. To be honest, if we win 5, I think it is a fantastic year. So right there, like I'm not going to be. Okay, so I guess I hate overly optimistic and I hate overly pessimistic people. That's one thing I can't stand about British soccer teams. It's like they'll lose 1 game in December and they'll be like, oh, we're surely getting relegated now. Like, relax. Like, there's so much time left. I hate that. I hate the overly pessimistic right out of the gate, too. Pessimism right out of the gate kills me. Optimism is just like, come on. Optimism is like, come on. Pessimism is like can you give it a minute? Just be like a real life person. Just be in the middle. Those are a couple of sports pet peeves. If I think of any in the middle of the show, I'll let you know. But I mean, I guess you could say like fan stuff I find annoying. People who just yell things to try to be goofy. I think that's something. People who throw up on me during the national anthem at Mountaineer games because they got blasted before the game, can't even make it through the first quarter. That's a pet peeve of mine. That happened once. I got puked onto my shoes. That was a nightmare scenario. Oh my gosh, people need to quit sending me messages while I'm doing this. Yeah. Those are just some of the pet peeves that I have with sporting. Okay, MH. What is a habit you can't overlook on a first date? If you can't hold a conversation with me, it's gonna be a no-go, bro. Right out of the gate, you got to be able to talk. Because if you can't talk, then like I'm not gonna be able, like it's gonna be hard for me to try to communicate with you, and then that's gonna make me uncomfortable, and it's just gonna be a bad scenario. So learn how to talk and okay, this is another one. Put your phone up, okay? Because we're on a date and I want to talk to you in person. I think I'm horrible via text message. I'm like, I send text messages like I'm, first of all, I type it out like I'm typing like an APA formatted paper, citations included. And, and I also write it like I would like say it, like, hello, comma, so and so. How are you today? Period. Like, would you like to accompany me to blah 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 blah? Okay, maybe it's not that extreme, but you get my point. All right. That yeah. Be able to talk. Um, put the phone up, and because it is a first date, it's okay with talking about me, me, me. Like you're allowed to be a little bit selfish on that one because I'm trying to get to know you. So don't feel like it has to be like. Don't feel like you have to know all about me. I want to know about you also. Thank you for asking that, MH. Okay, my sister is back in this episode, folks. My sister, um, she says people who don't put their buggies, shopping carts, away in the parking lot. That sounds like the most mom thing ever. Uh, and she is mom, but I'm gonna have to agree with you on that, sis. And here's why. Okay, I pushed some buggies around when I worked at Lowe's department store back in this a couple summers while I was in college. It ain't fun out there when it's 100 degrees with the pavement and you got to schlep all the way to the end of the parking lot, pick up the buggy, and take it all the way back. Some of them are really heavy, especially with like the ones with the wood and stuff, or like that carry the wood. So maybe don't be a jerk and put it in the buggy holding area, the shopping cart holding area, their little pin. Put it there. I'm the type of guy when I go to stores and I see something in the wrong aisle, I will pick it up and take it back to its home. Like I'll see like pasta in the Fig Newton section, and I'll just be like, "You don't belong here. I'm taking you back to your family, Berea, where you belong." And it's just because like I worked it. I worked the retail. I understand how annoying it is when people don't one put stuff back or two like just leave carts out all over the place. Plus, it's a nuisance for people that are trying to park. I can't get a premium parking spot because Joe Schmo left his his cart in the parking spot. Now you're affecting me. Your laziness is affecting me. I hate lazy people. I don't know if that you can consider that a pet peeve, but just being lazy is an absolute bah. It's okay to have lazy days, but a lazy lifestyle. No thanks, Tom Hanks. Thank you for that comment, sis. Okay, CH. When people are rude to their server at a restaurant. Great point. Great point, CH. Wow. The amount of times you hear thank you come out of my mouth at restaurants, it's insane. Can I get anything else for you guys? No, no, thank you. I appreciate it though. How's the food tasting, guys? Oh, great, thank you so much. Like you prepared it yourself. Thank you so much for walking it over to me. Servers have a difficult job sometimes. Anybody that has to deal with the general public for as their job, obviously my heart's going to go out for them because people are mean. Old people aren't mean. I think our generation does a pretty good job of understanding how rough it can be to be in the public service industry. Oh, that's not the public service industry. To be in the something, something, something. You know, I'm utmost respect for anybody that serves for a living. I know the pay is not fantastic, and you have to rely on tips. So I always make sure to tip slightly over the what is it 20? I think it's 20. I'll give you like the 20 like 2%. Because I'll face it right now, like coming out of college, like got the loans and everything. Like I'm not raking in a ton, so I kind of got to be a little bit careful. But I'm always gonna go give you what you deserve, even if you're bad to me. Like like even if I just order like a couple drinks and like fries, like you're still gonna get like I'm still gonna hook you up. But yeah, don't be mean to the service. That is a massive pet peeve, which is also something that can revert back to the first date thing. If we go out to eat on the first date and you're rude to the server, it's no bueno. Yeah. All right. Okay. JP. My pet peeves are EDM/rave Twitter, and Midwestern/low standard relationship goals thoughts. I don't know if you're calling them thoughts or you're asking my thoughts. I think you're asking my thoughts. I'm with you. The EDM rave thing, I just don't understand it, you know? And, whoa, that was loud. I just put my phone on the table. The EDM rave thing, I don't understand, and I don't think I'm meant to understand it. Because some of the stuff is pretty out there, and I think they'll admit that too. For the most part, I think they're nice people. They kind of got that hippie vibe to them, I don't know how, everybody knows me, I like to be cleanly, and, it's probably the most cleanly environment, so I probably wouldn't thrive in it. But it's, to put it lightly, JP, it is unique. But I can go off on the whole Midwesterner/low level relationship standard goal thing. I actually wrote something down when I was looking over some of the questions last night. Let's see, what did I have here? Okay, so here's a little thing, and I just closed my phone. So here's a little thing. It's like these low level relationship goal people. They're all going to name their kid Kaylin Lee or I don't even know what the guy version of that name would be, like Chancellor or Chancellor. His Chancellor. Chancellor. Oh my gosh. No, I don't know. Braylon and Kaylin. Those are their kids' names. And the parents' goals, what they consider a great marriage is just oh, let's pregame our kids' high school football games and wear the hoodies that say Tyler's mom or Braylon's mom on the back of it, and they got his number on it, or cheering parent, and it's let's go to the Mexican restaurant and have a couple drinks and then go to the game. Thank you, Jorge. Dos margaritos, please. Shut up. Grow up. That's relationship goals for you? What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. I mean, the low level standard stuff, it's just it's whenever, oh my God, he can do this, he can do that, and it's just dude. The same people that love we'll just call them the drinking, they probably have the live, laugh, love pillows, and I don't know, not my thing. I just don't get it. I really don't. And I expect more. You should expect more out of yourself. One, expect more from your partner. Two, think about the and let's just call them borderline alcoholic relationship Twitter. It's everything that they talk about involves drinking. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's oh, let's pregame. I want a husband that's gonna pregame our kids' t-ball games, and we're gonna wear flannels and take pictures on some hay during October, and then we're also gonna go to the beach during the winter break, and we're gonna wear all white clothing and take pictures on the beach and make it our Christmas card to show that we have money. I just don't get it. It makes zero sense to me, and maybe I'm not meant to get it because maybe my standards are a little bit better than getting margaritas before our kids' high school sporting events. Wow. Whew. Okay. DW asks, do you have any pet peeves where if someone does that thing, it's game over for them? Do I have anything? It's game over for them. Is lying a pet peeve? Lying is a big one. That's just a big one in general. Lying. Saying one thing. Okay, so saying, maybe you say you support the show. This. I'm sure this hasn't happened, but I'm saying this would be a game over situation for me. Saying you support the show, or saying you support my stand-up abilities, or just me as a person, and then I get wind of you saying something to somebody negative, that's game over. You're on the cross-off list. You're on the never again list. But I don't know. I think this whole episode, DW, to answer your question, is pet peeves that would probably just be game over for me if I saw them, do it. Oh, JP, going back to the Midwestern low-level relationship goal people. The people that on Twitter, for 7 years of good luck. I've seen some of the people that do that, and they've done it since we were I had Twitter in 2009, and they've been doing it since probably 2011 is probably when local people got on there. But I was on Twitter back whenever it was just athletes and celebrities just tweeting out, being going to such and such to get a grilled cheese sandwich, going for lunch. That's what Twitter used to be like, and that's when I was on it. It was great. It was fan-friggin-tastic. But the people who the for 7 years of good luck, I'm not taking any chances, fam. Retweet. Oh, bro, I saw this and I gotta do it. God saw you scroll. God gotta see you do anything. If he's omniscient, all knowing, all seeing. So he definitely saw you scroll. I can't. I'm losing my marbles this episode. And because I'm losing my marbles because I can't think of the right words to say to just absolutely go scorched earth on these people. Just get better standards for yourself. Have a certain amount of self-respect. Say something to somebody. All right, next one. MS simply asks, roommates? I think he's asking if there's pet peeves about roommates. I don't know. I never really lived with anybody. I always lived by myself. My roommates now are fantastic, so, I have no gripes there with roommates. Just we all just got to do our own thing, Yeah, I just lived by myself my whole life, so I can't really answer that. At Dank Dorito, I think this is a statement. The Phillies farm system, get all these prospects, trade them, and the others are meh. Oh, that's his pet peeve. Okay, he's saying that the Phillies farms. Okay, so the Phillies get all these prospects, and then they trade them, and then the ones they get in return are meh. Well, all right then. I can't answer that one for you. I'm very sorry. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break to get some water. I am parched from that tirade. Remember to follow the show on Apple Music, Apple Podcast, whatever you call it, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and Google Play. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter, because I have the same name now, at Franco's World _. So, I will see you in a second. And when I return, we'll play some Would You Rather. All right, so the first Would You Rather I saw on Twitter last night, but he doesn't know I saw it, so I'm not going to, he didn't ask, so I'm not going to ruin it for him or put his name out there or anything. So the Would You Rather I saw proposed on Twitter.com is, would you rather be blind for life or spend the next 5 years in jail? Debate amongst yourselves internally for 5 seconds while I answer out loud. So I would rather be blind for life as opposed to being in jail for 5 years. One, if you look at me, you know me, I would not hold up in jail. Okay? I'm not built like that. I'm not built like that. I don't think I'm built like that mentally to be in the cell like that. Definitely not built physically to defeat any attackers. So, I mean, if I were in jail, I'd just do push-ups all day and I would read a bunch and that would get boring. I don't want to get into the prison system, how it needs to be more of a rehabilitation as opposed to, locking them away. But that's a topic for a different day. I'm going to be blind for life, and here's why. First off, you're blind for life, which means you get to pull the sunglasses look off at all times. You know how cool that is? Ray Charles looked sweet. He had the Ray-Bans. Those looked awesome. Stevie Wonder, his sunglasses choice is questionable. Stevie Wonder's sunglasses choice is questionable. But he got that. He plays the heck out of a keyboard, and he can sing. So, I'm going to go for the sunglasses look at all times. you're gonna get because that sense is gone. All your other senses are going to be heightened, which essentially makes you a superhero. I'm going to have sonic hearing like some sort of eagle. I'm going to have super speed like a cheetah. What are the senses? Sight, smell, taste, touch. Oh, hearing. Sight, smell. Yeah, sight, smell, taste, touch, hearing. Ears like a hawk. The fresh fruit, is going to taste fantastic. I'm going to be living like an islander. I'll just live on an island and eat fresh fruit. The sight is gone. Touch. Imagine how you think clothes feel soft now. You think velvet and silk feel soft now. Wait till you're blind for life. Wow. Sight, smell, taste, touch, and okay. I'm gonna be blind for life, mostly for the sunglasses and for the heightened senses. Be living like a borderline superhero. And then the next would you rather comes to us from SB. It was actually asked on the Instagram. Okay, it's a long one, so buckle in. Would you rather go on a date with someone who accidentally spits on you every time they talk, or someone who talks nonstop while they're chewing but thinks it's okay because they hold their hand over their mouth? Their hand hovers over the mouth when they talk and chew. Wow. Ooh, chewing with the mouth full is a pet peeve of mine. Being able to hear people eat is a massive pet peeve of mine. It makes me sick. It makes me not hungry whatsoever. That's it. Those are two things. The double dipping is another pet peeve. These are not questions that have been asked of me, but we're on the topic of eating and pet peeves, so that's going to be what I'm going to say right there. Oh man, people that like stick their like third knuckle deep in their mouth when they eat, and then just immediately go back to like the group basket of fries. That's a ball game. That's ball game. Okay, so would you rather go on a date with someone who accidentally spits on you every time? Then yeah, that would drive me insane. I can't do the spitting while talking on. Okay, so to answer the question, SB, I'm gonna go with someone who thinks it's okay to talk. Someone who every time they talk, yeah, who talks nonstop while chewing. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that one because at least I can't see it, and at least nothing's getting on me. Like their hand is in front of their face, and I know it's just like a disgusting mess up in there, but at least I can't see it. If there's an option for just neither, and I just like live alone forever, would definitely just take that one. But if I had to choose, gun to head, I'm gonna go with the person who talks with the hand in front of their mouth. And you can call me crazy, you can call me whatever you want, and feel free to let me know. Send me message, text, I don't know, message me on here, and let me know what you think. Which would you rather would you choose? Be blind or be in jail for 5 years, or you know, going on a date with someone who spits on you, or someone who just covers their mouth up whenever they chew and talk. Both of which are disgusting. Both of which are punishable by death. But I'm just gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to do it. Okay, so with that being said, it is. We've been doing this for 24 minutes. I don't want to run the show this short, but I might have to. And that's on me. We could review. No, I haven't had time to watch many movies because I've just been working a bunch. I'm enjoying my job up here in the. I don't want to tell you where I'm at, the Greater Philadelphia area. I don't want to, I don't want to dox myself. But yeah, again, this is like my out loud journal, and I appreciate the responses I got from that episode last week about comedy and stand up because that's what I care about, and I'm serious about humor. So it felt really good to have you guys have such positive response to that. Really, I'm writing a lot more. By a lot more, I mean same. I just say that. Man, my phone's not charging. That's an issue. Okay, this is actually an issue. Phone's not charging. Okay, yeah, I'll tell a story real quick. Hold on, all right, yeah, I'll tell a story. Something just came to my head. All right, so Okay, the phone's being weird. Okay, it's good. So the other day I was sitting on the couch and I heard a knock at the door. My roommate was home, so he went and got it. He's a tough guy. So this woman was like telling us all about how much our bill is and how much a person down the street, how their bill is like a little bit different. Oh, okay, no big deal to me. And she's like, yeah, that's not fair. You guys should be paying the same as this guy. He's paying $30 less than you are. Blah, 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 blah. Now I got a bunch of numbers going through my head, and I'm not a math guy. I was panicking. It's like if I were a cartoon, you would just see like steam rolling out of my head and like gears like shifting in my brain, trying to do like math. Mental math is it's bad. It's a bad time. And she's just going on and on and on about how much we need to do this and do that. And she's like, do you have a phone bill? He's like, yes. Do you have this? Yes. Do you have that? Yes. And I'm getting scared that like she's going to gather all this personal information about us, come back with a gang and just ransack the place. So long story short, I think we're going to get a deal now, or we're going to get all of our identities stolen. It's like something like he said this has happened before where like places are just like changing ownership and like things bills are going to be different and get lost in translation and all that stuff. So basically like we're paying like taxes on stuff that we shouldn't be paying taxes for, and now we're going to get like but it's but we're leaving in a couple months. Like our job is like going to be done for the year with baseball season ending, everything. So like it's just going to be like we're letting the night guy handle it. So like the next person that moves in here, like they're probably going to have to deal with the ramifications of whatever's going on, and we're just going to reap the benefits apparently from what I'm being told, and we're just going to rake in like what is it like not credit, but not like credit, but like those Visa gift cards. Yeah, we're just going to get like Visa gift cards of like money that we shouldn't have been paying all year. And if that's the case, that's awesome. But because I'm trying to go to San Diego in December. But yeah, I think I might like get my identity stolen, and that's a whole thing. That's a whole can of worms. But yeah, I think that might be it for story time today. I don't know. I should have thought ahead of what story I was going to tell. I honestly thought the Would You Rathers and the pet peeves is going to take a while, but I think it was just because I was so upset. I just had no idea what to talk about. So, with that being said, that'll end today, and I greatly appreciate you listening, wherever you may be listening, however you may be listening. Remember to follow me on Twitter and Instagram now, same name, at FrancosWorld_. And let me know what you think about the show, man, because it feels good to do this, and thank you most sincerely for listening.
I love you, Frank.
Yeah, that's one of my roommates. He won't be man enough to get on the show, but he'll yell in the middle of recording. All right, so thank you guys very much, and I'll see you when I see you, and have a great night.